So what then is fitness? Fitness is a planned exercise that uses a standard guideline with the goal of changing our body composition in some way, and in one of the following areas. Flexibility. Can you bend over and touch your toes? Aerobics. Can you perform 30 minutes of exercise? Balance. Can you stand on one foot? For how long? Or strength. Can you do any push-ups? We call those the FABs.
Health-related components of fitness. Number 1. Cardiovascular fitness. This is the ability to exercise the whole body for long periods of time and is sometimes called stamina or endurance. Mo Farah has remarkable cardiovascular fitness during his 5,000 and 10,000 meters. Number 2. Muscular strength. This is the amount of force a muscle can exert against a resistance. Rugby players, particularly forwards, have unbelievable muscular strength. Number 3. Muscular endurance. This is the ability to use voluntary muscles many times without becoming tired. Rowers such as Matthew Pinson and Steve Redgrave demonstrate remarkable muscular endurance as they race. Number 4. Flexibility. This is the range of movement possible at a joint. It helps performers to stretch and reach further. Gymnasts require amazing flexibility to perform some of the moves. And finally, body composition. This is the percentage of body weight which is fat, muscle, or bone. It helps sports people depending on the type of sport they play. For example, heavy rugby players are more effective in the scrum than lightweight players, but light long-distance runners will always beat heavyweights. The skill-related components of fitness. Number 1. Agility. This is the ability to change the position of the body quickly and under control. Wingers in rugby, such as Chris Ashton, need great agility to sidestep and dodge their opponent. Number 2. Balance. This is the ability to retain the center of mass above the base of support when stationary, for static balance, or moving, dynamic balance. Beth Tweddle needs both of these, static balance for handstands and dynamic balance for staying on the beam. Number 3. Coordination. This is the ability to use 2 or more body parts together. Tennis players need great coordination, such as Andy Murray, to be able to move around the court and select the correct shot to play. Number 4. Power. This is the ability to use strength at speed. This helps athletes to jump high, throw far, or sprint quickly. Jessica Ennis, in nearly all of her heptathlon events, needs great power. Reaction time. This is the time between the presentation of a stimulus and the onset of movement. For instance, Usain Bolt would require great reaction time at the start of a 100-meter sprint. And finally, speed. This is the differential rate at which an individual is able to perform a movement or cover a distance in a period of time. Footballers such as Gareth Bale need great speed to take on an opponent and get to the ball first.
taking your BMI, you need to know how to get your weight and your height. So weight is the heaviness and the lightness of a person. The height is the distance between the feet on the floor to the top of the head in standing position. Body mass index or BMI. BMI measures body composition. Body composition is the body's relative amount of fat to fat-free mass. BMI, or also known as body mass index. You need to know the formula in computing body mass index. You have there weight in kilograms over height in meters squared. Next that we have is zipper test. Zipper test measures the flexibility of the shoulder girdle. Flexibility is the ability of joints and muscles to move in its full range of motion. Sit and reach, the purpose is to test the flexibility of the lower extremities, particularly the trunk. Cardiovascular endurance is the ability of the heart, lungs, and blood vessels to deliver oxygen to working muscles and tissues, as well as the ability of those muscles and tissues to utilize the oxygen. Endurance may also refer to as the ability of the muscles to do repetitive or repeated work without fatigue. 3-minute step test. The purpose is to measure cardiovascular endurance. Strength is the ability of the muscles to generate force against physical objects. Next is push-up. This measures the strength of the upper extremities. The purpose of this is to measure the strength or stability of the core muscles. Okay, let's proceed to the part 2 of our physical fitness test, which is the skill-related fitness. Speed is the ability to perform a movement in one direction at the shortest period of time. 40-meter sprint. The purpose of this is to measure running speed. Standing long jump. The purpose is to measure the explosive strength and power of the leg muscles.
It's all I know. You got to let it go. Told you it's over. It's over. You got to let it go.
Hexagon agility test. The purpose of this is to measure the ability of the body to move in different directions quickly. Stick drop test. The purpose is to measure the time it takes to respond to a stimulus. The ability to use the scenes with the body parts to perform motor tasks smoothly and accurately. Juggling. The purpose of this is to measure the coordination of the eye and the hand. Balance stand test. The purpose is to measure or to assess one's ability to maintain equilibrium. Balance is the maintenance of equilibrium while stationary or while moving.